So Aman, I heard you um, ended up going to Oxford a little in the summer at one point.
Yeah. Last year, that was a great experience. It's
And that
actually
was
fun. That's how I met AUO. Like we were trying to pursue this summer program.
nice. How how did Ewell play a role in it?
Um, it is a very long story, but I guess this we do have time for the podcast. So I saw his comment on one of my friends. His IG handle is Kudus next door, and I was like, I just like clicked on his profile for some random reason, and then I saw he had posts, one in Philly, one at Harvard, and one at Oxford. And me, being the nosy person I am, I asked him about it, and he explained he was on Harvard for a tour. He was at Harvard for a tour, and he went to Oxford for a summer program, and he lived in Philly. And then he sent me the links to the summer program. This was on like summer 2018, I think. Yeah, that's how it
Yeah,
happened.
yeah.
Nice.
Wait, and how is Kidus? How is he doing? Are you guys still friends?
Yeah. I knew him since like second grade. We used to go to the same school. He switched. We're like kind of in the same neighborhood now. Yeah, we're still in touch. Yeah.
That's dope. And then, so you got the link, and then you found out about the program. What was the next step for you? What did you do?
Basically, I obsessed about it because I at that time I had like relatively strict parents and a month away from everyone in a brand new country with next to no relatives. It was really interesting to me, so I went full force at it. Especially in the summer,
Hey,
I figured out what I needed to do.
that's so good. So you figured out how you were going to fly there, how you're going to like feed yourself there. Like, was it hard convincing your parents? What was that like?
To be honest, my parents did not know I was applying for. Like, I just told them what it. I picked a time to tell them because I was applying to go to boarding school in uh in the states, and I to my mistake I only applied to two schools, and like both of them rejected me. So like my they were kind of disappointed. So I just told them I got accepted like right after that. So like it mellowed things out. But yeah, they had no reason not to say no other than protective reasons because it was cheaper to send me there than stay for me to stay in Ethiopia all summer.
Oh yeah, I can. Wait, really? Why?
Kind
Why is it so expensive for you to summer in Ethiopia?
it's not more of it's expensive for me to summer in Ethiopia, but more of the only thing I would really have to pay for was lunch and pocket money, and like I had that covered with my own finances and the airplane ticket. I told you, my dad is an airline man, and like we get like 90% off tickets, our family. So it would there's no downside for me going there.
Wow. And was there an application fee when you were applying?
There was an application fee, but they waive it for the scholarship applications.
Oh wow. Okay, so you apply. So you didn't even apply for the program. You just applied for the scholarship, right?
Yeah, there's no way I was spending a light 8 on 1 month.
It- yeah, no, it's kind of ridiculous how
Yeah.
much they charge. I mean, I think that's just I don't know. I don't even know why it's that much. But so what did you go for? Wait, okay. So we have to clarify. So how long did it take for you to get a response after you sent your application?
Um, I was really pushy about it. I sent them an email like immediately as I left the post office. I was like, Ethiopia is known for its poor postal system, and it would be great if you guys emailed me as soon as you got it. So like right then and there, I knew I was on the top of their minds. And like
Let's go.
I pushed them to give me a decision like 5 days before the general like decision release. I was just like asking repeatedly.
And after a while, I'm assuming you just got an email that was like, "Yes, I'm on full scholarship. Please come."
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, it was a great feeling. Yeah, they replied in
Wow,
like one day, 24 hours, basically. I remember.
That's a
that's
good
bust.
application one.
So, I mean, technically speaking, this makes you a Rose Scholar now. You're part of a very select few. So, congratulations. That in itself is an amazing feat.
Yeah, a little boost for my CV freshman year summer program.
Yes, sir. So,
Um,
what? I'll go ahead, Malik.
oh no, I was gonna ask. So what was the scholarship for exactly for the listeners?
Um, they have a range of scholarships. Me personally, I work for the African American Scholarship because
Mhm.
I figured they really need the diversity. And I
Yeah.
wasn't wrong, but like they have a range of scholarship. They have the African American Scholarship. They have academic achievement. They have the Spanish or Latino scholarship, which is not necessarily a race requirement, but like a Spanish course. Like if you take Spanish at school, you're eligible. They have um, a literature scholarship, and they have, I think it was no, it wasn't Chinese. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it.
And
Uh,
the program that you'd be going to, would you be like, is it like are you taking class? It's a class, um, or what does it entail?
I would say that it is exactly as advertised. It's a college prep experience, basically.
Mm.
So our weeks were structured exactly like a college student. Um, Morning classes and afternoon classes, and then free time in between. There's breakfast and dinner hall, but you pay for lunch. They did a really great job at replicating the college experience, basically.
Okay,
That's
nice.
it.
and what I think when I went, you could take two courses. Did you still take two courses? And what were those courses?
Yeah, that's the structure. The courses, a major and a minor. I chose business and finance for the major, and for the minor, computer science and app programming. I believe that was the name.
And how was it? How was that experience in both of those classes?
That experience, I do believe, was life changing personally for me because I was in a dilemma. Most of my childhood, I was inclined towards, computer science, Silicon Valley, that stuff. But as I entered high school, I'm more of entered that business world, entrepreneurship at school, simulator stock investing, and like just like reading up on Yahoo Finance, and like I really became into that world. So just before entering the Oxford program, I knew I was more inclined to business, but I wanted to find out once and for all. I wanted a glimpse, and Oxford, the experience just really clarified things for me.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
That's sick. You should definitely continue pursuing that. Even if you find that you start to lose interest, you can always switch it down the line. But yeah, it's
Yeah,
definitely very applicable, useful skills there. Combination of tech, but also business knowledge, definitely be useful.
yeah,
Yeah, I think a good analogy. It's ironic because I took the medical science. It was like a pre med course at
mhm.
Oxford, and I don't know if you had a lot of homework, bro, but our homework was buzzing. It was like a solid 4 hours a night. I would lose some sleep over it, bro. It was ridiculous. But then after the course ended, like I started to realize like medicine is maybe not what I want to do. And
Yeah.
then I was like prematurely exposed to some like entrepreneurial feats and some other stuff. And then I shadowed at a hospital. And I've done this a few times, but I don't know why it took so long for me to realize. But the guy I was shadowing, he had an MD and uh, an MBA, and he was just talking about like how you can make an impact with a business degree and a medical degree. And then he said something that was like really blew my mind that you guys might be interested in. He said that as a doctor, you can help one patient at a time, but as an entrepreneur or as a businessman, you can build like one hospital at a time. So it just goes to show like how many people you can really affect with like a skill you're willing to dedicate your life to.
That's true. Yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
yeah,
That's
that's funny.
And what was the computer science course like?
the computer science course. It was more. I would say, yes, we shadowed um one of our the teacher. His name was Vladimir. It was a very small class. It was just me and two other kids, because not a lot of people take that course as a minor. But it was interesting. This guy, our teacher Vladimir, it was just like the typical Russian hacker stereotype. Like he worked at Harvard, like he coded the university that he graduated at. He coded their entire like website. He was an interesting person, but like as much as he made the experience really fun. Like I also saw that I didn't want to do it. Yeah, it was great. We coded um a web interface and a phone app for a local establishment, Ben's Cookies. You remember that while you were there?
Yeah. Wait. What did you guys code for them?
We didn't like give it to them, but like I do not know why we didn't give the platform over to them, but we created an app for them. We created a website like for that you could use to shop at Ben's Cookies. And like, to be honest, I don't think we served it justice. Like Ben's Cookies is a dope establishment. It does not deserve a website coded by three teenagers. Like
Oh my god,
that
that's
was
crazy. Yeah, to put it in context, like I don't know if you know what Ben's Cookies is,
No clue.
but
Oh, it's
it's
like
like
insomnia.
yeah, literally Insomnia. It's just like a really good cookie place in the heart of Oxford.
But which one's better?
Honestly, Ben's Cookies is fire.
Nah, you're just saying that because it's in
Bro,
England.
I'm not even kidding.
Oh,
Because like it just tastes. I don't know what it is. It just tastes better. Wait, Armand, have you had insomnia before? Like insomnia cookies?
no, not really.
Oh man, I
But,
thought you were gonna be the decision maker here. That's crazy. So I'm assuming out of the two courses, you like the business and finance one better.
yes, sir. Just like our teacher, he was a soon-to-be investment banker, and like he just put us into that world so immersively, like how hedge funds work. He just taught us the basics of Wall Street, and there's not like I'm pretty sure I want to do that. Like coming out of college, it was amazing. Like I was more enticed to the finance field after that program, like 5 times more than coming in.
Yeah. I don't remember if it was for if they have an entrepreneur course or if it was for the business course. But when I was there, the business kids had to make some kind of project or idea. Like they had to create a product, and then they would have to sell it to someone at Google, and then the winner would get 15,000. I mean, you'd have to divide it by how many people were in your group. But did they still do that project?
Um, yeah, they did a deviation of that. It was a Shark Tank pitch where our teacher and two other members of the Ox Prep staff, they, our teacher played the nice guy, two others, they played the sharks, just like questioning us on what we did. Like we had that experience. It was great. Yeah.
That's good. What was your product or idea?
My product, it was an individual, it was a group. We had a group of three. Our product was the Money app, which is basically, do you know if you know the Stash app, the Acorns app, and the Robinhood app, just all of that combined. Like we were lazy on the naming. It was money with where the O is a U, but that was our product.
Oh wow, interesting.
How'd you guys
Int-
do?
We got the amount of money we were asking for, but I think it was because our teacher was trying to play nice guy. Because so did everybody else. There was no clear winner.
Damn. Okay. So how would you rate your overall experience at Oxford?
It was just 10 out of 10, man. Amazing people, amazing program, amazing teachers. It, I would say that was the best month of my life. Now, granted, I am still just a kid, but just an amazing experience.
That's so funny. I said the same thing when I left. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
yeah. Would you want to study in England in the future, or are you more set on an American education or an Ethiopian education? Matter of fact.
um, just throw the third one out of contention. To definitely, yeah, I'm definitely inclined to study in Europe because first off, it's so much cheaper. Second off, a lot of scholarships available and not concentrated, but yeah, I still do have family available. Like all summer long, I would go to my family's place on the weekends, and like they were just like telling me you should learn in England. Like the U.S. is not all that, and like yeah, I'm definitely inclined to study in England, but like just as a main thing, I'm currently focused on researching U.S. colleges. But yeah, yeah, England is number two.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Me and my friends we're like compile me and my friend, his name is Sali, we're compiling top universities and scholarship programs in, like different countries. So I'm researching the US, England, and Germany. He has Japan, Korea, and I think it was some other European nation. No, it was European. It was Dubai. But like we're trying to get in front of it now during all this free time and that quarantine has provided us with. We're taking it seriously right now.
Yeah, this is a great time to do that. I guess with no school and everything.
Yeah.
And so I'm guessing you want to study business or finance when you're actually in college.
Economics specifically.
Oh, okay.
That's what I think I want to do right now.
Cool.
Um, just a word of advice. I have like an adopted brother who came here from Ethiopia, and he didn't really know about any scholarships or anything, but I think a lot of the northeastern schools give a lot more money, especially to like African countries in general. So you should research those. I don't know. I feel like the West Coast is not as generous.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Definitely check that out.
But yeah.
Is Are you talking about? I think I follow him on Instagram. Abeba, do you love me?
Yeah, yeah, Adam.
His username is just so enticing.
But yeah, he doesn't run his own Instagram. If you have Facebook, you should follow him there because that's like the only thing he really keeps up with.
But um, Adam Abeba, right?
Yeah.
Whoa,
He'll make a
I'm
video.
googling this, and it says Adam Abeba Rhodes Scholar. Does that have any relation?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like you're somewhat him in a different sense, but I feel like you're definitely gonna surpass him. Hopefully. You know,
Oh,
I
really?
asked him to feature on the podcast, but even mentioning this, he might get mad at me because I know he listens to these. But there's no way he made it this far. Actually, he might. But he gets really mad when, or he doesn't get mad. He just gets pretty upset when people post about him because he's like he's trying to be like the most incognito person on the internet, but you know he has all like these headlines and stuff, and he doesn't
Kind of
like
hard
to do
to
interviews.
do when you're on the Roads Trust website. Like,
I mean, yeah, and when he was staying with us, um, he was getting like berated by these news agencies when he got his Rhodes Scholarship. Like he was so upset because I don't know how people found out, but we were getting like mails and gifts from different organizations. I think like CNN was asking to get an interview with him, and just
wow.
it was crazy. It was an interesting time.
I'm like reading through all his accomplishments on the Roads Trust website. It's like, bro, you got a new role model, Ahmed. It's like,
Oh yeah,
bro,
he's a good, and he's from Ethiopia. Like he's Gondar bred, straight from the roots.
oh wow. That's actually where my grandparents are from.
From Gondar. Oh, so you're Gondere?
Yeah, like 50%. But like
What is the other?
basically I'm Gundari.
Huh?
Basically, yeah. I'm in the culture. Basically, yeah, I'm Gundari.
In the culture.
So he's bred to be the next Adam.
Yeah, exactly.
Godspeed.
Hope Godspeed. There you go. Ooh, look at you. Adam, do you know what ethnic group your mom is part of?
Hmm?
Do you know what ethnic group your mom is part of, Menelik?
Oh, me?
Yeah,
Oh, I think she's Amhara,
Amada. Yeah,
I
I can see
believe.
that.
I think that's also
Um,
Gondar region.
would you say
I think that's also Gondar region.
Oh, really?
Amada? Is it? I thought it was like two separate groups. I don't know. I might be wrong.
That's what I would have thought.
Yeah.
Amhara is Gondare. That Amhara is just the name of the region. That's where Lalibela and Gondar are like from.